Hopefully the Wi-Fi holds out this time. Husband suggested moving the booster router thing, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. So today I'm going to be painting the fourth painting in the series of 5 paintings, and I am making these pieces of artwork to sell in an auction to raise money for my local owl sanctuary. So without further ado, I am going to twist the camera around and show you what we're going to be working on today. So just bear with me. So you should be able to see the canvas now, or rather the paper, because I'm working on paper today. Just fit you into the little holdy device thing. Okay, right, so I've already pre-started this piece of work, and I like to use I like to do collage work too, because I like the textures and the different tone that you get. So the one that we did yesterday, or the day before, whenever it was this one, which I think came out really well. And if I angle a little bit, you can see how I've used gold paint on it as well to really bring some depth and some interesting textures and patterns into the piece of work. So this piece is going to be very much more light and airy, because the reference material that I'm going to use is this photograph here, and it's not going to be a copy of this on here. I'm using it very much as a sketch, as an idea. So I'm going to start drawing, and if I go a bit quiet, then it's because I'm concentrating, and it's very hard to to concentrate and paint at the same time. So if anyone's got any questions, then please do put something in the comments. Actually, I'm just going to see if I can see the comments. Yeah, I don't know. That's something to test for the day. That is. What's this one here? Oh, I don't know. Technology. I'm a techno nightmare. So the shape of the owl, I'm almost looking here. I'm almost looking at a complete circle, and I want it to be set here. This circle of owl. So just to help me, I think that might be, and that's going to be too big. Sometimes I like to draw the circle, just draw around something to give me a rough idea of how big I want it. I don't know, that might be, you see my tricks here, that might be about the right size. So this is just a guide, just a very light pencil, just to help my eye see where it should be. And yesterday, do you remember the other thing that I told you I did sometimes, which is to place the actual mount board. This is the mount that's going to go with the painting, just over, to see if I can work out where I think things should go, how far up and down, and I think that's probably about right. So I need to make sure that if I'm going to obey this frame, I need to make sure that my artwork stays within these guidelines that I've put in here, because if I'm going to paint something and it's going to go outside of this line, you won't see it when it's framed. Can't tell you the amount of times I've painted something and then come to frame it and I've got too close to the edge of the canvas, and it's not, and it hasn't worked. So I don't want to lose these feet, so I'm going to twist that round to that position there. So it's in that sort of corner there, the owl's face. It'll be in that quarter. So I'm just sketching very lightly, very, very lightly. And the feathery bits will be there, which means the eye socket is approximately there. Oh, I love barn owls. They're just so beautiful. I don't know if anyone's ever seen one or held one in the wild. I've probably not held one in the wild, but seen one in the wild or held one in captivity. They are just absolutely stunning birds. Yeah, angle that slightly round that way. So what I'm doing here is I don't want to put too much pressure onto the paper in case I don't like where it is and I want to take my marks back out again. I think straight away already I've perhaps come a little bit large with the face, but I think it's recoverable. So that's going to come under there, and then the feet. So I'm going to adapt these feet slightly because they're going to be holding something. So I'm going to make those up a bit later because they're going to be holding a scroll. Which is going to go roughly there. Actually, I think if I was a barn owl, I might have to grip that scroll a little bit tighter than that. So I might just dip it. I might squash it there. That looks better. Take out the unwanted marks. This is why I only sketch lightly to start with. So we can always go over it. Yeah, that's better. Much better. Right, so I've got my body of the owl. I've got my legs are going to go there. This part coming around here is a fluffy little bottom. Oh, so soft. When you look, sometimes when I look at paintings, I can imagine, just imagine how soft they actually are. So I'm wondering whether I might have to adapt this wing slightly and make it go up a bit to match this one. So it would go up there and then across there. I'm going to improvise, I think. So up there. And then the wings. Bend round. what I'm doing here is just working out where the pencil marks will go. I'm going to paint this in acrylic, so I can always paint over if I need to. There's perhaps going to be another one in there, isn't there? Okay. Then from here, needs to be level with there. So there'd be that little bit there. And then guidelines. Yeah, see, I've gone over the edge there, so that I'd lose that off the design. I don't really want to lose. I don't want to lose that design. Excuse me once the whole thing wiggles because I've got the easel mounted onto the same table as this camera thing's connected to. Okay. I'm wondering whether I might need to take that one up there a bit more. No, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. So there's going to be a tail that comes down there. And then I can add the legs. So the feet need to grip around the letter. Right. Now we can start painting. So I'm going to check and see if we've got any comments. Just bear with me a moment. I'm just going to see if we've got comments. Okay, right. So now we're going to paint. So the paints that I'm going to use are nothing fancy for these, nothing fancy at all for this particular one. So I'm going to use whites, I'm going to use yellow ochre, and I'm going to use black. So just 3 colours, and to keep it really simple. And then for extra fun, I'm going to be using some of this iridescent medium. And this gives a beautiful, like glowing quality to any paint that you use. So let's pick the right brush. So I'm going to go with this brush and some water and dip it into my iridescent medium and some of the white paint. And then I'm going to go over the whole shape first. Now obviously we've got plenty of colour to apply, but the idea is here that we paint over and over these words so that you can still see them. I still want to see the collage underneath, but I don't want it to, I want to see the image of the owl clearly. Just to take that off there. I'm expecting a few deliveries today, so I'm pretty sure that one will turn up and knock on the door whilst I'm in the middle of painting, but we'll see how it goes. So at the moment here, I'm just adding in the first layer. So I don't want there to be too much texture. So I'm making sure that any texture that appears is taken out. This is an experimental piece actually. Normally I paint fantasy, but in a more realism kind of style. But I've been branching out and trying a few new things recently, and this is one of my tryouts. Can you start to see the owl forming now? I'm not sure what the volume's like on this recording. I hope it's okay. I've been having quite a few issues with getting the volume to actually work for me, which is a bit frustrating. Now, straight away, I can see a problem that I've run into. So I'm painting white on a white background here, and what I think I might do is where the white part of the owl, where you can see the white parts of the owl, I'm going to need a contrasting colour just to pick that back out again. First, I'm going to carry on with just nice and loose painting in the shape. I like how you can see the words coming through of a very Hogwarts acceptance letter style of parchment. I wonder if everyone's feeling festive yet or not. I must admit, I have been this week so far. Maybe it was the early snow that brought it on. Snow's lovely when you're not trying to get out and about in it. Very picturesque. It's probably quite hard for you to see actually on the video because I'm painting, I'm painting white on white. But it'll come together, I promise you. That's the magic of painting. Although sometimes it's scary as artists, especially doing this live, because I've not done it before either. I should probably pick a more tried and trusted method and subject matter to go live with. But do one thing each day that scares you is what how the saying goes. Yeah, it's coming together. So can you see now how I definitely need to bring in some colour here? And I'm going to start work now on the actual, the colours of the owl. So I'm mixing some yellow ochre with a bit of white and some of the iridescent colour. And I'm now going to lay in the owl colour. Now I think that's too white, so I'm going to take some of that off the brush and just go straight for the yellow ochre with a bit of iridescent. I kind of want that a bit darker. I'll tell you what I need. I'm going to put a bit of copper on and see what happens there. Because it's an experimental piece, I thought, well, you know, just go for it and see what happens, really. What's the worst that could happen? Let's try that. Yes. It's funny, isn't it? How I look at a colour and then I know straight away that I'm not happy with the colour. So I'm just going to blend some of that away. I've actually added here, I've added a bit of copper acrylic to the yellow ochre. starting to come together. So in the studio, I've got my favourite candles lit. It just creates a nice ambience in the studio. But the other advantage is it actually warms the room rather nicely. So I'm just going to finish this last piece here on the wings, and then I'm going to end the live, and I'll come back and show you how I get on with the finished piece, because it's quite a long process to watch somebody paint the whole painting live. But I will finish the rest of the painting as a time lapse, and I'll pop it on here, on whichever channel you're watching this on. I'll link it all together into a nice video so you can see the whole start to finish process. Okay, so I'm going to leave the live there, and come back and finish this after I've had some lunch, and I'll do it as a time lapse to show you, so you'll be able to see the painting come together. And do hop back on and see what you think, and tell me how you think it went. Bye for now.